Quick reminder, don't harass anyone in this video. Anyways, what's up guys, it's me, Indo Gaming, and I've been exposed? Okay, so let's give the quick rundown here before we begin, right? So pretty much Aqua made a video about me, Noah, and Pinned, right? So, yeah. Anyways, so, with this being said, what's going to happen in this video? Well, I'm going to take accountability for actions that I have committed, right? And I will also be moving on from this type of shit, right? So, with that in mind, let's just get on with it.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
Alright, so let's just talk about what happened, right? So the first one he throws at me, right, is the predator allegations. And, yeah, I wouldn't really say I'm a predator, more like someone who made a huge fucking mistake at the time, right? Like, a very big mistake, and I'm here to take accountability for it. I am not going to joke around here. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just say it straight up. Yes, I sent that NSFW stuff, and I do not expect to be forgiven for it. So, keep that in mind, by the way. So, pretty much what happened was there was a GC known as Freaksters. It was made for me, Void, and Noah to send all the most NSFW bullshit we want, right? Because, you know, we wanted to do that at the time. Now, I wouldn't have sent what I sent. And I'm willing to take accountability for it. Right? So, there's that, I guess. But here's another thing, too. Void was sending that shit, too. And Aqua claims that he's a minor, so it's excusable. I feel like everyone shouldn't have been sending that shit in the first place, in my opinion. So, there's that, right? Like, a lot of us, like, all three of us here were in the wrong in the entire fucking thing, right? Like, we were all sending an SOW, we were all saying weird shit to each other, and, yeah, that, it wasn't pretty, right? But, I've decided that I'm going to, now, I'm going to point out the time frame of this. This happened back in October of 2025. And I have changed since then. And I plan to continue growing and changing. And honestly, you know, it was a mistake, and I'm allowed to learn from this mistake I've made. And I promise it will never happen again. Right? So, yeah. Oof. Now, do I expect to continue on with my daily life? Yeah, pretty much. But I also do request that. But also, one thing I want to have pointed out here is, if any of you guys, if anyone goes out of the way to dox me, I will take legal fucking action. I'm not joking. If anyone goes out of their way to dox me over a mistake and I made, then I will take legal action against it, because you are at that point doxing, right? So, yes, I fucked up, and now I own up to it. That's my saying. Fuck up, live with it, right? And, do I regret what I've done? Yes, I have. And, yeah. So I apologize to all those involved in that GC. And, yeah. Anyways, let's go over the racism allegations. Now, this part is, pretty funny to me, right? Because we interpret, like, me and Aqua have our different interpretations of what is actually racist, right? Like, Aqua says it's, like, if you post any media that contains any racism at all, then you're a racist, right? So, in my vision is, you're racist if you're fucking actually going after someone with this type of shit, right? Like, if you're actively using it to attack people, right? So, in this case, we're not, in my eyes, we're not the racists. But here's the fucking, here's the funny part. It's just all over morality, by the way. Yeah, this whole racism thing is about morality. So, with that in mind, it's pretty much redundant at this point to call us a fucking racist over memes we've been sending. So, yeah. Anyways, so those are the allegations that have been put against me, right? So let's move on to the next segment because I know some people just don't really want to talk about their allegations. So I'm going to talk about those ones, like, because I know a bit about this type of stuff, right? So, yeah, let's just move on to the next segment here.
Boulder broke off a cliff and was heading straight for the car. But the driver wasn't just anyone. He had just gotten his license and somehow knew exactly what to do. Out of all the options, he chose this one.
Alright, so these allegations that I'm going to talk about here are the ones made against Pind and Noah. So, yeah. Now, the allegations against Pind were racism, which I've already talked about in my allegations, right? And, the allegations against Noah, like, and now, not Noah, we'll get to Noah in a sec, right? But, the other one is the fact that Pind is, like, blaming his whole, anxiety, self-harm, mental state on Aqua. So, one thing I'd like to point out here is that Pind is working on a big project known as Problematic Dimensions. So, this would obviously be causing him lots of stress because, like, there are points where the progression of the creation of the show kind of just stops for some fuck-ass reason. Like, either, we're trying to get in contact with one of the people who are working on Problematic Dimensions, right? And we're not going to discuss it too deeply, right? But they'll it's like, how do I describe it, right? It's like, and they just refuse to talk to us and shit, right? And they'd be playing, like, a certain role in the team, and, like, whether it be, like, a designer or whatever, right? Anyways, as I was saying, so there's the pressure of all of that, right? And this whole situation has not been making it any better for him. I would know this because I've been going through this same fucking thing as well, right? When I'm working on my game and shit, and then this situation happens, and it's like, oh boy, right? And that's giving me lots of anxiety as well, because I'm just stressed out that not a lot is getting done unscripted. So that's pretty much where this whole thing is coming from, right? The whole thing where it's like that's where I'm talking about comes into play, right? That's where it comes into play. Is the situation itself, right? But though, like, Pind's not the greatest at communication, so he blamed it on Aqua. That's all I'm gonna say. For Noah, the allegations were the racism ones and homophobia. Now, the homophobia allegation is a bit weird in my opinion. He called Void the F slur, which I don't know if I really want to take the risk and say it, But, you know, it's whatever, right? Noah apologized for it and shit, right? And it seems like nobody can grasp the concept that Noah apologized for it, right? And, yeah. Anyways, with that being said and out the way, right? Noah took accountability for saying the F slur, right? So, yeah. Anyways, this next segment involves interviews I've had with Pinned, Noah, PDLD, and, well, two others, right? Aviation UK and Galactic Console. Now, one thing I want to point out real quick, though, right? Before we continue, basically, Aqua points out that, well, we're working with Matt again. There's a thing called I'm giving Matt another chance, right? And yeah, he's been proving that he's been changing ever since I made my video on him. So yeah, and before we continue, I genuinely do hope that y'all do give me the chance to change as well, right? Like, that's the whole point of, like, I want this channel to be something where we grow together, right? So yeah, let's just get on to the interview section, right? And I didn't get an interview with Matt or whatever, right? But he did give me a voice message containing what Aqua did to him. So, without further ado, let's continue on with this next segment.
Blow those whining women back to the dark ages right where they belong!
Alright, so this segment, right? Okay, forget about talking about this segment. Let's just let the segment do the talking instead. Pretty much I'll just, introduce, the whole who's talking and whatnot, right? So this one is an interview I've had with Pinned, or as he's known on YouTube as Pinned Icy. So, let's get on to that interview. Alright, so, Pin, can you tell me what your honest thoughts on Aqua are?
I don't like him. He's okay, but seriously, like, jokes aside though, I just don't fucking like him. Like, this guy has caused so much shit with the friend group. It's like I just don't like him. I just don't fucking like him.
Alright, can you give me some experiences you have with him? Whether positive or negative?
Like, okay, so like, alright, so the first thing I'm gonna talk about is I met this guy during the whole Circle D situation, right? At first, I thought he was like a pretty good guy, right? But I had an alright experience with him, right? He was an alright person at the time, right? Well, that's what I thought, right? That was when he had his mask on, right? And then my experiences with him got worse as there was more drama happening. Like the first one about Matt, or Galactic Console, whatever you want to call him, right? Back in October, is when I started to have like a lot of trust issues with him, and yeah, I just started to have worse experiences. Until now, I just don't like him anymore. I don't want to be associated with him, and I'm going to probably forever have him blocked. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair, right? Alright, so can you tell me what you think about the allegations he's putting on you?
it's just fucking disgusting, dude. Like, I'm gonna be honest here. Like, the allegations, I feel like this just feels like just attention seeking, right? This just feels like just attention seeking. That's what it is. It's attention seeking. Like, this guy is claiming how I'm being a fucking racist for like sending a bunch of reels, right? Like, when that how the like if we're keeping it in the friend group, right? That isn't racist. And also the manipulation claims, right? Saying how I'm like the one fucking manipulating you. Like, you will notice that I don't pull that shit. All right, I don't. Like, I don't know. It's probably I bet he's probably saying that over some old situation that happened months ago, right? When, to be fair, I was quite I admit, right? I was the greatest of a fucking person back then. I'll take accountability, right? But like, this guy is still throwing around like old shit like this, right? Like, it's just like, dude, just leave that shit in the fucking past. That's all I have to say about that, right? So yeah, you can go into the next question now.
All right, so now, what is one thing that you could have done to help prevent this drama?
Maybe just not fucking spam fresh meat
Yeah,
and like rage bait the fuck out of him.
yeah,
Yeah, but to be fair, right? I just wasn't really in the right, like, I wasn't really in the right headspace at the time, right? And to be fair, I was legit like currently on that break at the time, right? Which I'm gonna say not right now anymore. But after this is all over, I'm probably gonna be taking an even longer break than I wanted, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, I had the fucking genius idea of fucking spamming fresh meat, which yeah, I should have done, to be fair, but yeah. Anyways, you can go on to the next question now, I guess.
So for this next question, right? I just like I want you like, what would you if you could say something to Aqua right now? What would you tell him?
Um, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know, honestly. I don't know. I don't know what I would say. I have a lot of hatred for the guy, and I don't want to like say anything. I'll get like your video taken down this man. Because holy fuck, yeah. I
Fair
would
enough.
have genuinely crashed out. I feel like it would have been something about me crashing out. So I'm not even gonna try doing that because there's no point. You know. Anyways, go on to the
Sorry,
next question. What? Wait, what?
can you tell me? Okay, so outside of these allegations, right? Can you tell me one thing Aqua? Like, can you tell me one or two or maybe three things that Aqua has done to you?
Well, I mean, he's kind of like started showing me a lot, and he's also been doing like he's also just been like just not making me feel the best. This guy claims to have helped me be a fucking therapist when I don't remember him ever doing that. It's like, when I was going through shit, right? I'm not gonna explain it, right? Because it's kind of old stuff, right? He claimed to have helped me and to have given me therapy, right? But then later in the day, he just started shit with me. Right, that's one of the notable ones, right? I don't know. Like, when it comes to in general, what's he done? I mean, he's kind of helped with the whole circle dude stuff, right? I guess. I guess he helped with the whole Met stuff. I don't know, but like, I don't know. I can't really think of that many like notable examples of what he's done. So, yeah.
All right, so now, is there anything trivial you want to say about Aqua?
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, bro.
Like, it
Like,
could be
like, what were we saying?
like it can be anything, right? Like, is there one like? Okay, no. Here's a better question. If you could describe Aqua in one word, how would you describe him?
Um, uh, there's lots of words that I could say about this guy. Uh, fucking narcissist, I guess.
All right. So now I'm sorry for what Aqua has done to you, right? And yeah, that concludes this. This concludes your interview, by the way.
Alright.
All right, Noah, you're up next. All right. All right, so this next one is an interview I've had with Noah, right? So, well, yes, I did say I'd read his fucking thing. That's just a giant wall of text that would, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, the interview would obviously speak for itself here. So, let's begin.
Hey, you can go.
All right, so tell me, like, what is your general experience with Aqua?
When I met him, like when I first met him, like Pand met him during the whole Circle Dude drama a few months ago, like several months ago to be exact, not a few months ago. But at first I thought he was a okay guy until like the Mad drama all the way back in October, and that's when I started to like have my debates about Aqua. And overall, he's just not really a good person, to be honest.
All right, so can you tell me your thoughts about him now? Like
Um,
how you feel about him?
I feel like he just twists things, and I'm a and I'm gonna say that when I posted a meme months ago, back in December, the Your Majesty, there's the second bus coming meme, if you remember that. Aqua basically started the entire drama with me on that, and he kind of just twisted my narrative and thinking I'm like a quote unquote terrorist, if you remember that. But yeah,
Yeah. Like, honestly, that actually does not really make much sense on how, like, you're a terrorist if you're posting a meme about 9/11. So, anyways, getting back on topic here, right?
yeah.
So, how do you feel about these allegations that Aqua is putting on you?
Only like 3 allegations have necessarily been made. The first one is me being a quote unquote terrorist, which is flat out stupid in my opinion. The second one is me being racist, which he actually never said, but it was on a thumbnail on the video, which you have since taken down. He had him labeled as a racist. And the third one was me being a homophobe, which I apologize to Void, and I've taken accountability several times. I don't know why he refuses to acknowledge the fact that I have taken accountability for my actions, and I am still sorry to Void for saying that. Well, but the 2 out of the 3 allegations, it's just flat out bullshit. You cannot accuse me of being racist with no damn evidence. And you cannot say I'm a terrorist for liking some random ass meme I found on YouTube. Sure, 9/11, it was a tragedy, and it's horrible that people lost their lives. But I'm not going to be changing my sense of humor just for you. So, yeah.
Okay, so can you describe Aqua for me in one word?
There are several things I could honestly say about Aqua. I'm not going to lie, but the biggest thing I could say about like Aqua is he's like Pand. I'm saying that he's honestly a narcissist.
Alright. So, now can you give me, like, can you tell me a few things Aqua has done to you?
I could go about this on for hours, but I'm trying to
None
keep
of
it
these
short and
allegations.
simple. about the allegations.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'll tell you more about the whole thing with the suggestive stuff he said to you like after the interview. So
okay.
yeah, like there's actually a reason behind it.
Uh, oh yeah, I read that actually.
Yeah, so
Yeah, okay.
aside from all those, so just give me some of the things he's done to you.
Um, when the terrorist allegations were first alleged on me back on December 12th of 2025, I thought it was honestly stupid. I thought it was very dumb that he would make those allegations against me with basically no evidence besides me sending one singular meme, which was the United States, there's a second bus coming. If you, which I'm sure you'll remember that meme from a while ago. It's the
Yeah.
two. It's the homophobic and the fact that he refuses to drop it, and the racist one. But honestly, the racist doesn't really affect me. So it's the homophobic that has taken the most severe mental toll on me, so to say, because you watch me say sorry to Void, you watch me take accountability, and it fucking it just feels wrong that Aqua is refusing to acknowledge the fact that I am sorry to Void, and he's refusing the fact that I have ever since taken accountability for my actions, and it really like gives me it like pushes me the wrong way that Aqua really never cared to begin with, which I actually have a screenshot of him saying that of to be honest. So yeah.
All right. So if you could say one thing to Aqua, like if he was in this call right now, what would you say?
Why the hell are you still going after me even though I have since taken accountability for my action that day? You were there in that GC. You watched me type those words. You saw me type them. You saw me apologize to Void. You know on my community post I've taken accountability. So what gives? I probably will never get an answer to be honest. But I would
Well,
ask him those.
since most likely, yeah. So most likely this video I'm making right now, right, will come before Aqua's. So he might see this, right? And I do hope he gives you a direct answer to that. Right?
So do I.
Hmm. Any like other thoughts that any of you two have before we end the interview?
Uh, I don't know, bro. Uh, I don't fucking know. Uh, what would you say, Noah? Noah.
What? Sorry, my friend keeps calling me, but what was the question?
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have any like closing thoughts before the interview ends?
um, I just have like a word just to say to Aqua, just a few words.
All right.
Aqua, I know you're probably going to be watching this video and all, and trust me, I acknowledge I was in the wrong for saying that one word I said to Void. Believe me, I know what I said was wrong, and I've taken accountability. You know I did. So please, for the love of my life, drop me out of this drama and let me do me, and I'll quit mentioning you. That's all I want. Please.
All right. So I'm sorry for everything Aqua has done to you both, right? Like it's very you know, unacceptable that a lot of this shit happened, right? Like the whole going public thing, yeah, it's unacceptable that this happened and I you know, hope that things could never end up like this ever again, right? So yeah, you can end the interview now.
Alright, ending.
This next interview I have is one that that I had with PDLD. I interviewed him and his experience. So yeah, and after that, I'm going to include statements from Galactic Council and Aviation UK to prove how fucked up Aqua is as well. While yes, I have fucked up myself, I've taken accountability for it. These are things Aqua would most likely rather have kept in the dark when it comes to the Galactic Council stuff. So, keep that in mind. Now, onto the interview. So, BDLD, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so can you tell me some of your experiences with Aqua?
Well, before he slandered my name, he was like a bit chill to hang out. But well, I'll tell you now what what was that one day that he's all of a sudden decided to slander my name. So it was like I don't know. I think the second day into 2026. Yeah, it was the second day into 2026. And well, I see that Aqua is like on the GC calling us Nugents. And well, I came here to defend that because we were not Nugents. We like look at me. I'm 15 years old. Do you think I'm a Nugent, bro? Yeah. And anyways, after that he changed from Nugent to degenerate. He called me a degenerate. You know why? Because he accused me of being into gore. Just because I joked about terrible mouse, right? You all know it's a joke, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I joke a lot around terrible mouse, like me having a crush on Lorna when well no I don't. I I, I don't even like the series itself, bro. It's just plain gore fetish, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
he said all this fucked up shit, bro, and now all of a sudden he threw in that one argument where he said I would get hard if I had my limbs cut off. And let me tell you, what the hell was he even talking about, bro? I complain about even a single paper cut. Why did he get the fact that I will get hard with my limbs dismembered? Where do you even get that? Well, and well, that's basically it. How it was a small argument, and well, I'm just happy that the entire group chat came to defend me afterwards, and that's basically my experience with that.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if Aqua is going to include you in his second video on us, but if he did, I'm pretty sure he's going to include all the stuff about you liking gore and stuff, right? So let's
Yeah,
just say he
well,
does involve you, right? So how how do you feel about those types of allegations being put on you?
oh my god, bro, do I even need to say something, bro? Those allegations are easily debunkable, bro. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, like he would. he doesn't even have proper proof of me liking gore, bro. He think he did those allegations. Anyone would believe like those allegations because all the evidence he would like have is the screenshots of like the day where he accused me of that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so could you describe Aqua in one word for me?
Okay. Let me move on because well, if I had to describe Alpha in one word, I would call him basically just um well a degenerate himself, bro. Because well he 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 says all this shit at the same time he sends porn, real so porn, and
Okay,
he
so put it together here. I'll tell you about the full context behind why he sent those weird things to Croissant and Noah later, right? Like
right.
after we're done with everything, I'll explain that to you because you don't know the full context of the situation.
Well, yeah. Okay, so explain.
I'll explain it after the interview since this is like a very sensitive topic, and I don't want it being like for awkward shit, right? And I don't want it being too public for him.
Oh, okay.
As much as I do hate him, I just don't want him to go over constant like PTSD and shit, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to include that in the video since I now know the full context behind that. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is the video going now?
Continue.
All right. So, all right, we're gonna ask again, right? Because now you know the full context. How would you describe Aqua in one word?
now that I know, well, I will say that he's like just um. How do I describe him, bro? I'm trying to think of to think of a word, bro. Um. Now, I will say like he's basically a narcissist because well, slanders our names. He makes us look bad in some sort of way. Well, and he just straight up ignores the shit we feel like the one time almost made you kill yourself.
No, it wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna point something out here. It wasn't Aqua who made me almost kill myself. It was just the stress and the situation alone, right? Because like, not only am I working on the whole like on scripted, I'm also working on a separate game which I will announce later on, right? After we got more progress on scripted is done. Pin already knows about it and shit, right?
Yeah.
Um, I'm also working on Dino Labs. I'm working on the stuff for Pin Show. I have like a lot on my plate, so it's the stress from all of that, and then just put the situation on top of this, right? And that's just like a lot of pressure just building up on me. So
Oh,
it's
all
not
right.
Aqua himself. It was never Aqua himself. It was the situation that put me under all of this.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So I'll change it now. So I'll just describe me as I don't know if this word exists, but I'm just going to describe me as lender there. As lender. Let me type that. It's land.
Slenderer?
Wait. Yeah. There. Yeah. I don't know if this word exists, but well, you know why.
Yeah. Okay, so next question I have is if you could say one thing to Aqua right here, right now, as if he was in the call, right? What would you say?
Get off the internet, bro. Just do it. It's not that hard. Just like focus on like improving your mental health. Maybe get some therapy, and maybe quit commentary because well, commentary is what's making you act like this, bro. I'm sorry, but just get off the internet, focus on your mental health, and only come back when like you're fully improved.
All right.
Yeah, that's all that. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I have to ask, right? I had more questions for Pinned since it's like, you know, he was more
Yeah,
directly involved in this whole thing, right?
yeah, but okay. Yo, I'll have to leave now because I'll have to eat dinner. You can continue that while I'm gone, right?
Yeah, like I already finished my interview with Pinned like last night, so
Okay, then bye bye.
Can I
bye bye.
please end this video? It's been 21 minutes. It's been an hour.
Yeah, sure. Go. All right, so that's the PDLD interview. Thank you, PDLD, for giving me the opportunity to interview you and your experience with Aqua. Now, this next one, it's not an interview, it's more like a voice message sent from Galactic Council himself, explaining everything that Aqua has done to him. So, with that being said, let's just get into this, I guess.
So, my experience with Aqua. We met him during the Circle Dude drama. Back when the Circle Dude was kind of a problem. Aqua kind of was a troubling individual. Um first of all his friend Ray, which Ray is not gonna be a part of this. Ray basically commented on my one of my videos one day, and basically said something. Okay, and I went to Aqua because Aqua knows Ray and all that stuff, and I was like, "Yo, Aqua, can you please ask Ray to stop bothering me?" Because the thing is, I was just trying to mind my own business, and this dude just randomly comments hurtful stuff on my behalf, and the thing is, I've noticed that Aqua was manipulative, and I've noticed that Aqua likes all the fame and attention. He does not care about anyone, anything but his channel and his views. He full blown threatened to kill me if I actually made a video or spoke out. He made death threats against me. He threatened to call the police on me for no reason. He threatened a lot of things against me. Let's just say he also sent kind of gore stuff too. He sent gore to me before, and just gonna be honest, Aqua also has been doing this to others too, so I'm not the only victim here. Basically, me and him got into an argument, saying that he's your friend. You should tell him to leave me alone. And I know you can't control him, but at least you can put a suggestion in his mind. And basically, Aqua was like, I don't control him. He makes his own decisions. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Part of me actually thinks that Aqua had something to do with that. Is the reason why he didn't defend me. Cause you find it kind of suspicious that Aqua kind of, you know, you know, just pretends everything's okay and basically tells you that Ray's his own person. But the thing is, if he actually believed that, why did he make a video on Ray? Like, that does not make any sense. All right, that's it.
Yeah. That's everything he did to Matt. That's everything he did to Matt. So, with that being said, there is screenshots I've taken of my text interview with Aviation UK. I'm going to read that. And this will also show what Aqua is as well. So, without further ado, let's begin. I think I used to be a victim, but he has videos of me on his channel. Yeah, mind explaining what that's all about? Because I make like Microsoft Flight Simulator videos. There's videos of people recreating 9/11. I even put rest in peace, but got called a terrorist. Every video I do about those, I put RIP at the end. And he got mad at me one time I said happy. So, pretty much, if you don't know who Happy is, that's what Ray used to be called. So, keep that in mind, by the way. Anyways, so here's the next part that he told me, by the way. He did say I'm not allowed to be neutral at that time before he became a creep. Ghosty and Aqua want me to take their side. But I said I was neutral, but Aqua don't like my opinion. He got mad at Team Top 5 about the Shadical thing. So the creep in question here is Ghosty, by the way. So those are the interviews I have gotten with them. So let's move on to the next and the final segment of the final commentary video on this fucking channel. So you might be wondering, what's next for the Indo Gaming saga? I'll tell you what's next. I'm going to be taking a break until May 14th. I think, right, yeah. I'll be taking a break until then. And after that break, I'm just going to go back to uploading as per usual. Why am I taking this break exactly? Well, because honestly, I just need time to not only reflect, I need time to mentally recover and all the other fun stuff, right? So, yeah, like I said, what I did was wrong. It's fucked up. I apologize to all the parties involved in the Freaksters GC, and yeah, I honestly expect my channel to have the hardest fall off, and that's fine with me. That's just gonna be a chance to regrow and all that fun stuff. So, with that being in mind, this God, fuck you, phone. Anyways, back to whatever, right? Because when I come back, I'm going to start a series where, I do a road, right, of change, right? I want to prove that people can change. That's what I want to do. And, if Aqua says some shit like, you can't change, you'll always be like this, then, you know what? Let's prove him wrong. let's prove him wrong about everything he's thought, right? Like, he thinks I can't change. I can't reform. I want to prove him dead wrong. Literally, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prove him wrong. Remember, sometime in May, right? I made an estimate of May 14th, but, like, yeah. That's pretty much that, I guess. And, this is also going to be like I said, this is the last commentary video on the channel. Right? The reason why I'm quitting commentary is because it's also affecting my mental health as well. And it's just getting me into situations that I probably shouldn't even have been involved in the first place. But that's that, right? Now, one thing I want to point out is that I cannot change the past. But I can 100% change. I can 100% change what happens in the future, right? By making decisions, right? Like, these decisions I'm going to make in the future are what'll define me, right? Like, my past should remain in the past after this, right? Like, I want to make up for what I did. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video or just any of my content in general, make sure to let me know. And until next time I see you guys again, peace.